Test, test. All right, everyone. Hello, welcome to Wednesday. This is Hack the Props, and my name is Vitalis. We have 6 games in the association today, so let's go ahead and start breaking them down. I appreciate everyone's support, and let's move on here. Take a look. The first game today will be the Cavs versus Orlando Magic. Now, this is a bad matchup for the Magic, and you guys know I like what the Magic's been doing lately. Banchero, Bain, Black. But this is just definitely from all points of view, just a bad matchup. So what we're going to look at for today on the Cavs side, let's see, Donovan Mitchell over 27 points. Uh, this he keeps with let's take a look. Sorry about this, guys. Just reading my notes. So Donovan Mitchell, let's just say over 27 points, 26 points, depending. You should get actually plus money if you take over 27. With Banchero, I think Black is out today due to tendonitis, if I remember right. I can't. There's so many injuries. But so Banchero under 24 points. Like I said, this is a bad matchup, and the Cavs are notorious for defense. So I believe that they're going to double team Banchero tonight, and this is just going to be a bad matchup for him. Uh, Going back to Donovan Mitchell, over 4.5 assists. I would take them separately or just focus on one. Let me see here. Anything else? Pace of play for both of them. Let me see. Both teams rank bottom 10 over pace over the last 5 games for whatever reasons. The Cavs have won 18 of the last 24 games on the money line, and they entered today as 3.5 point favorites. Like I said, I'm not one for spreads and totals, definitely not totals. But if I was to look for a spread, it would definitely be the Cavs because, like I said, all the matchups, everything is towards the Cavs tonight. This is just a bad game for Orlando. So if you want to focus on the spread, take the Cavaliers. Take Donovan Mitchell, focus on that. So we'll move on to the next game, the second one. We have the Raptors versus the Pelicans. Now, for the Pelican side, you can always look for Zion Williams, his points, or Zion Williams over 4 assists. What's going to happen is the Raptors are going to collapse on the rim, and Zion Williams is going to be down there. So either A, Zion Williams is going to try to put it up and get fouled, or he's going to shoot it out to the guards on the side, and he's going to get his assist. So the Raptors are notorious for just like collapsing on the rim. Um, for the Raptors side, RJ Barrett, we've hit that a few times. RJ Barrett, whatever his points are over. Barrett's been on a hot streak lately, averaging 25 points over his last 5 games. So yeah, RJ Barrett over if you really like the Raptor side. Let's see if there's anything else in this game for you guys. So the only 2 ways. So Zion Williams on the Pelicans or RJ Barrett on Toronto. Now, one of my favorite people on the Pelicans, which doesn't get enough play, Jeremiah Fears. So he's a bench player, and depending on this interim coach they have right now for the Pelicans, because the other one got fired. Um, I think it was like Willie Brown, if his name, if I'm not wrong. So the intern coach has Fears on the bench, which I don't think. I think Fears should be in the starting lineup. But I would look for Fears points and assist or just assist. He's been tearing it up lately, and I love Jeremiah Fears, but he's a bench player. You never know what this coach is going to do, like how many minutes he's going to give him. But that's just a personal play of mine. I'm always going to look for Jeremiah Fears on the Pelicans. He's not in the spotlight. So, anyways, you can attack the game that way. Let's go ahead into the third game. We have the Knicks versus the Jazz. Let's see what I can find for you. So we have Carl Anthony Towns, Cat. Now, if you guys rode with me last time, Cat was playing hero ball with Brunson, and he wasn't. He could say he was, but he wasn't focused on rebounds. He's under the rim. He had all the advantages last time, and it took to the very last second. I'm talking about 10 seconds left in the game, and we got his rebounds. Now he's in another spot today. They're going against the tanking Jazz, and the Jazz have massive injuries all over through the lineup. So all the opportunities are there for Cat to do his job. Over 12 and a half rebounds. But like I said, last game, we all had to sweat. I had to sweat down to the last 10 seconds for my bet to cash because he was playing hero ball out there. And the Knicks fans and the stands out there aren't going to agree with me, but what I say is true. So be careful. Carl Anthony Towns, all the opportunities are supposed to be on him today. We'll see if he does it. Over 12 and a half rebounds. I just don't see how he doesn't. What do we pay you to do? Be under the rim, get the rebounds. So, Carl Anthony Towns rebounds. Next one is Brunson. We all know Brunson's going to get his number. He's the main engine for the team, but he's also going to do assist. I think his assist is over 7. So, Jalen Brunson over 7. He usually hits this number. It's consistent. We've hit this a lot with him. So, Jalen Brunson. Now, for the Jazz, I can't really recommend anybody anything, to be honest. Uh, the only thing I can think of is there's a guy on the Jazz named Ace Bailey, and he flies in because there's too many injuries. I've told you there's too many injuries on the Jazz, but Ace Bailey like flies in. He's a little guy. He flies in and gets these rebounds, right? So his rebounds are set at like over 5 or over 6 because he's not known, but he seems to be getting these rebounds and his upticks in minutes are there because there's so many injuries. There's just no one, all right, we got to put you in, right? He's there. But at least he has heart. He's going for the rebounds. So if that's might be a good look. Like Ace Bailey rebounds, he's going to have the time on the floor, and if he has the heart to go under the rim and get these rebounds, something to do. If you're looking for fades, Keontae George, that's somebody we've been on lately, but this is a bad matchup versus the Knicks, which I've told you guys, notorious slow pace, right, in tempo. So we take away possessions, bad matchup for Keontae George. There's just there's too many things that the Jazz ain't going to win this one, guys. There's just it ain't going to happen. But it's a bad matchup for them. Look for those uh, props that we went over today. So we're going to move on to the next game. We're already flying through here, guys. Flying through. We got the Rockets and the Nuggets. Let's see what we can find here. We're just going to go for KD, Kevin Durant, over 24.5 points, so 25 points. Uh, let me see. Typically plays. He just consistently hits this number, guys. There's nothing thing to do. What happens is they might double team him, but this matchup, Kevin Durant will just kind of do this backdrop shot where he kind of fades back, and every time he hits this, the release of his arc is too high for these people to block or kind of guard him. So Kevin Durant is going to get his points today. So over 25 points. If you like the Rockets, focus on Kevin Durant tonight. He should get it. Now, we've talked about this guy, Sagoon. Sagoon's going to get over 9 rebounds, right? With Van Fleet out, Steven Adams out. Sagoon's just there. He has the time. He's going to make his rebounds. So Sagoon over rebounds. Now we go to Joker, of course, everybody knows Joker, triple doubles, double doubles. I think this is just kind of a bad matchup for Joker. So I'm going to say under 12 rebounds. They price Joker, of course, so high because he's so used to hitting this. With this Rockets team, Sagoon under, Kevin Durant under, uh, I'm going to actually say under rebounds. So he still might get his double double. He still might get 10 rebounds, but they price his rebounds so high, the books do. I don't think he hits his rebounds today. So just be careful on that. Next one would be Reed Shepard. He's going to be open a lot of the time. So he's going to hit threes or he's going to get his points. So look for that also in that game. Let me see here. Yeah, so Denver allows the third highest average of threes per game to opposing small forwards. Like I said, this is going to be opportunities on the perimeter, right? So Kevin Durant, Reed Shepard, look for those. It's like I said, for the Nuggets, I don't think this is a good matchup, but we'll see. We'll see how they come out and guard Kevin Durant. But Kevin Durant should be your focal point or Reed Shepard. Let's go ahead to the next game. We have the Hornets versus the Kings. Now, the Hornets wrote the ship yesterday, righted the ship. Uh, they were on a 2-game losing streak. They came back from being down and they took the win at the end of the fourth Q into the game. So they kind of righted the ship. Now they have to go against the Kings team, which everyone knows that the Kings aren't good at all. So they'll probably get another easy win. Sorry about that. And get a easy win. Let's go ahead and focus on here. Now, the Kings are notorious for having a horrible 3-point arc defense. So, man, I think like LaMelo Ball, his over for 3-pointers today is like set at 5. Um, Brandon Miller. There's just there's just so many people on the Hornets who can cook the Kings on 3-point attempts, long 2-point shots. So I don't think the Kings have a prayer tonight. If you're looking for Kings, you can look for Maxim. I think I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. Maxim Renard. Uh, he has cleared points over 14. He has cleared this mark in 7 of 10. Uh, he's the Sacramento primary and interior option, right? So he's there. The Kings don't have anyone. So Maxim Renard's there. He should hit his points just because of time on the floor. So over 14 points, Maxim Renard. LaMelo Ball points. LaMelo Ball over 3-pointers. Like I said, I went over it. The Kings are notoriously bad at protecting the arc. They're just not a good team. Russell Westbrook. Um, I'm going to say his points under. I think it's set at 17. He has came in recently as the big brother role, and he is dishing the ball out to all these newer players who are under the rim. Uh, and we've been making money on him for assists. So Russell Westbrook assist, or you can just say under because they have his points price so high, just under points. But for threes, I'm going to see how I can capitalize on 3 points with different Hornet players. So it could be the ball, LaMelo, and a few other people. I'm going to try to focus and see if I can do some 3-point, maybe ladder props or something like that. For the last game, we move on to the sixth and final. We have the Timberwolves versus the Clippers. What I want you to focus on here is Mr. Kawhi. He's going to be over 28 points. Let's take a look here. He just came off a 29-point session. The with key Clipper rotations, Kawhi is always going to make his points, guys. Like I said, remember the other game where we hit Kawhi? I said if Kawhi doesn't make his points, the team don't win. Well, what happened? Kawhi made his points and the team wins. Kawhi's the main engine. He's the focal point for the Clippers. He's going to make his points again. He's going to make his points. Let's just say that. Now for the Timberwolves, Anthony Anthony Edwards, he's going to make his points tonight too. I think it's set at like 29. Um, the Clippers have historically struggled to contain elite scoring guards such as Mr. Edwards, allowing 3.3 free throws per attempt per game for starting guards. So Anthony Edwards over 29 points, Kawhi over 28 points. Those two should just make their numbers tonight. It shouldn't be too hard. Let me see what else I can find. No, it actually looks like are currently listed on the injury report. Yeah, so everything looks good in this. We're just going to take the main engines. We're going to take whichever side you want. If I win throughout the day, because this is usually I have them ranked per time. So this is the last game, right? So if I'm up in units, then I'll just throw a unit on Kawhi and just ride it, and see if I can double the units. But that's what I'm looking at today in the NBA. So 6 games. I went over plenty of different spots for you guys, and that's it. Hopefully, you take the information I give you, do your own research, and pull in some money today. We had a great day yesterday. I have some soccer for my VIP people, and we killed that yesterday. Hopefully, we kill it today. We make units, and that's it. So, thank you, everyone. My name is Vitalis, and this is Hack the Props. If I find anything later on in the day after soccer, I'll make a second video and I'll come on here and I'll give you guys just the best bets and actually everything that I put in personally. Having some trouble with the mic. So sorry about that. But thank you for your support. I will try to get out a second video tonight saying that these are the best bets and these are what my plays are. So have a great night and thanks. Enjoy the betting.